it's good. We got a fun video today. I can't wait to show you. We're standing in the dining room, which we're still finishing off a little bit of this remodel project, but I wanna show you what we did in the kitchen. So let's go take a look. We had some cool updates in this kitchen. Now, one of the things that just got done, it's a whole separate video, is Amy had this whole wall here recessed to kind of give more space right in this area here, which after that got done, it kind of inspired us to kind of do some more updating to the kitchen. Now, our house is just a little over a decade old, but kitchens date that quickly, and so doing a little small refresh, still these same existing cabinets, was like a huge update to this space. So I just wanna dive into what we did in here because Amy did some awesome things and kind of look at it today. So the big thing is, we had marble countertops. Marble is such an impractical surface for the kitchen, but quartz was just coming on the market at the time, and there wasn't a lot of options and a lot of availability, and it was super expensive. Well, a lot's changed now in 10 years, and quartz is an amazing product. It's bacterial static, that's why they use them in hospitals and schools, and it's just a very durable and stylish product, and granite was the only alternative at the time, and it was only in dark colors, and we liked light color countertops. So we got these kind of new, fresh. Amy wanted some like large veining, so it looks like marble, but it has kind of like a more modern look. So I think she did a really good job. But the big change is we carried the backsplash all the way up, which is really cool, like over on the stove, because anytime you're like cooking, like meat or anything in like the oven, like the grout was always getting like really dirty in here, and now it's just so easy to clean, and it's so sharp and sophisticated looking. Totally worth it. But by doing the countertops, it really rewarded us the opportunity to do some other big updates. One of them is over here in the sink. So we get an all new sink. The sink we had before, it had a divider in the middle, and it drove me crazy. Anything that you like need to wash in the sink, it's gonna be large. So having a larger basin sink was so important to us, because anything that's small, we don't need the divider, because you're just gonna throw in the dishwasher. So we got this new Kraus sink, which I love. It's got so many gadgets. Let me show you some of them. So it's got like this dryer rack that kind of sits here, which is really cool, and it's really nice, especially like for all the baby bottles and stuff like that. You can just kind of plop them here, and it's so cool, but it's the other accessories that work really well. So this cutting board fits right in here, and it's awesome. You can slide it back and forth, and you can just throw it right down the garbage disposal. It's perfect, but then there's a whole bunch more really cool accessories. Like, check out, this is a great for a strainer, or just a mixing bowl, like you're tossing a salad or whatever, and you just want to throw it in there. Perfect. And then you could even be cutting like on the cutting board, and then you have like your little accessories for like fruit or whatever, and you could store it in here. It's perfect. Take the little bowls out. I just love all these accessories. It's even got one over here. It's more like just reminds me of when I used to work in the kitchen, like line chef. Just perfect, awesome accessories. Again, it's the Kraus sink. KR, AUS, I love it. Their accessories are cool. Best sinks, my favorite. I wish I had more cabinet room. I would have done even a longer sink, because the bigger the sink, the better, but this thing is just so awesome. But that's not all, because we're replacing all the countertops. It gave me the opportunity to remove and add a few accessories. So one thing that I had before is we used to have a soap dispenser that was built in, and we never used it. We just like the little hand bottles that you buy instead. So we got rid of that, and we kept the garbage disposal here with the button, which as a realtor I love, because like you're always like pushing like light switches, and you think they're light switches, and you accidentally like turn on the garbage disposal, which is annoying. But the only other thing that we added here, other than the garbage disposal, was a glass rinser. So the glass rinser was really important. One, just for rinsing glasses, or if you're doing like a wine tasting, or you're having a couple friends over for a glass of scotch, or more importantly with the kiddo, like just for rinsing out his milk bottles and all the little accessories. You push, and that's it. How awesome is that? I mean, it's so sharp. One of my favorite accessories. It wasn't even that expensive. It's super inexpensive. It was like $70, $80. It's awesome. It's on all the time. It's pressure activated. So you just push it, and it's just so cool. One of my favorite accessories. But that's not it. I always wanted one of these touch faucets. This is the Delta VoiceIQ. So it's a touch faucet. I kind of like the industrial look. Amy probably wouldn't have liked this, but I did the industrial look. And we always wanted to get one of these. And it's also cool because it works with Alexa. Alexa, ask Delta to turn on. How cool is that, right? But that's not all it does. Alexa, ask Delta to dispense 4 ounces. Look at that, 4 ounces. I mean, it's so cool because I don't have to get like measuring cups out. It's just a sharp, kind of fun little toy. Yeah, it's a little bit of a novelty, but it's fun. We're replacing it anyway, so I'm so happy to finally get one. All right, so that was fun. That was cool. Some other things we did. So since I lost Amy, I've been really like in this like super organized my life and everything, including cabinets and bathroom vanities. And so I started going just gangbusters on everything. So I've been organizing in little cubbies, and then I paid this guy that does custom cabinet pullouts to do these little pullouts, which have just made this pantry so much more useful. But I also did then for pots and pans. Over here is like baking goods, and then over here I redid for all my frying pans and stuff. I mean, it's so much more functional. And then even William's stuff, which he likes to come in here and then he plays with stuff and moves all his stuff around. And anyways, he's in that phase of pulling things out and putting it back. Okay, lastly, let's go over a couple other things that I think turned out really sharp. Amy got these brand new bar stools, which are really nice because we actually do eat in our island now because they're actually like comfortable and we're sitting in. But let's end with some cool smart tech. So this system by Brilliant is awesome. So this control panel, you can put it on either a 2, 3, or 4 gang switch. This is on a 3 gang switch. It's cycling just through photos of Amy right now. It's awesome. But this can control the lights. It can dim up and down. So these are the 3 existing light switches. It has a camera on it. So essentially it works just like in Amazon Alexa. But what it does is it dumps all the different brands, such as your Philips Hue lights, your Sonos system, say you got a Ring doorbell, say you got a quick set lock, all those things dump right into this platform, and so they're easy to use. And though for Amy and I, that wasn't a big deal back in the day, now it matters because Amy and I would just control it with our phones, and we had all the individual apps, and it wasn't a big deal. But now that I have like babysitters and in-laws and stuff coming over all the time, rather than have to add them to all these apps, they can just come right here to this controller and control everything in the house. So if you come here, I have pre-programmed scenes, so I can hit like evening and everything will dim, and I'll turn certain lights off, or I can hit morning and everything will come back on to my preset settings, which it's really sharp and easy and perfect for, especially when you have guests, because they don't have access to all the apps on your phone and stuff. It has an Alexa built in. That's what the camera's for. It has this little thing here where you can cover the camera if you don't want the camera to be looking at you. But I can select in here and go by room, and I can choose the room that I want. Say it's the kitchen, and in the kitchen I can hit the lights and I can turn them off, like on the table here, or because they're also Hue lights, I can change the color of them. All right here in the app. You don't have to pull out your phone. It's all right here in this controller. It's so sharp. I can turn on music right here. We can just go ahead and tap music and it'll get all my Sonos systems going, which is just really cool that it can work that easy. Just hit play, I can select the playlist that I want, and bam, it's up and going. Isn't that cool? So many cool functions. It also can access like my Ring doorbell, so I can click on here and it'll go right to the doorbell. So there's the doorbell. It's super sharp. I think it's really nice to have everything integrated in one spot. It's just easy, it's convenient, especially your guests coming over. Love this device. I don't love their add-on switches, so I don't recommend them. Get like a Lutron switch or whatever your alternative switch that you prefer is. I don't like their switches. They're also Wi-Fi connected, so if you lose Wi-Fi, they don't work, so it's kind of pointless. These switches, this control center rather, is amazing. Highly recommend it. You can get it at brilliant.com or on amazon.com. I recommend paying an electrician to install it, but whatever works best for you. That's it. That's my kitchen. I have another exciting video coming up. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you like watching videos about Iowa City real estate, the luxury market, make sure to subscribe right below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. How am I gonna hang this? This needs to go right over here. Well, Amy has that all solved. Let's do a backyard video, but we'll save that for next time. Can't wait to show you.